Hey there, 9th Bangalore Shorts Film Fest. So how did I come up with this story? I have a job actually. I work and I commute every day from a different place, but because of the lockdown, because since the transportation was shut, I got myself stuck in that hotel room. I managed to sneak into that hotel because because I was lucky enough. And then when I had to and I had to live there for almost like a week. And when I was living there, I actually came across the videos of all these migrant laborers, and I was absolutely disturbed by what they were going through. I mean, they have actually started a journey on their feet, to their homes, and they were walking all the way down the highways and all that. They've lost their jobs, they don't have any food, they don't have any money, and they have kids on them, and then it was they were just going through literal hell. And I was shaken. I was filled with a sense of guilt that I could afford a room like this, whereas so many people in the same nation that I'm living in are going through such a crisis. And I was filled with an extreme sense of guilt, and I had to find a way to vent out that guilt. And I didn't know how to do that because I couldn't help them because I was locked up myself. So the only thing I could do was to just vent out my guilt through an artistic expression, and that's how I came up with the story of this film. But then, given the restrictions I had, given the constraints I had to go genre specific because and I didn't have a crew. All I had was my phone and me. That's it. I didn't have a crew, I didn't have a tripod, I didn't have anything. It was just me and my camera, my phone. So that was the biggest challenge actually, but it was fun. So I weaved a story around this whole thing, around this guilt, and within the restrictions I had, and then I came up with the story, and then I shot it for about three days. I actually shot it for about 3 to 4 hours a day for about 3 days. Over a period of 3 days, because I used to go to the office in the mornings and I used to come home again in the evenings, and I used to shoot my film. So that's how I completed my film. Shooting the film was a big challenge because I didn't have a tripod, like I said, and I literally had to invent ways to mount my camera at the eye level. There was a huge table in that room, and there were a couple of huge chairs in that room, and I had to stack up the chairs on the tables, and then I had to stack up my travel bag on the chair, and to give an elevation to it, and then I had to put my camera on top of my travel bag, so that was my my alternate tripod. So it was fun. And then when I had to switch between the shots, I had to move all this huge arrangement across the room, and for every single shot. And then the most challenging aspect of this film was the sound design, because that's the thing which actually makes all the difference, since it's a thriller film, since it's supposed to be a little horror. But I think I managed to do it quite effectively, and I'm very obliged that my film has got recognized by the 9th Bangalore Shorts Film Fest, and I feel really grateful and obliged that my perspective towards films is quite different actually. I'm more interested in the artistic aspect of films than the economic aspect of films. I know it's a bad thing, maybe it's a bad thing, maybe it's a good thing, I'm not sure, but at least that's the way I am. I just want to create art, and I just want to put it out there for the audiences to experience, and I'm least interested about the economic aspect of it. I guess that's how art should be. And my advice to all the young filmmakers is to just go ahead and make whatever you want to make. Just find your restrictions, know your limitations, and try to write stories within those limitations, so that I'm sure that you'll come up with some really great content if you just concentrate on the things around you and on your limitations and all. And I wish the 9th Bangalore Shorts Film Festival all the best, and I'm once again very grateful for recognizing my work. Peace out.